Welcome to day 16 of 31 Days of Horror Fonts. I'm Nick from Remedy667.com, and today's word is prick logic. Whatever the fuck. Alright, I'm going to copy my shapes and go into layer 1 and just hit Command V because I don't want them to pop up in the same place. And we're going to do an image trace, Curse of Dracula. This is an Illustrator thing that bugs me a little bit. If I already have my object selected, the image trace is all grayed out, so I have to deselect it and select it again. I don't remember how long it's done that, but it drives me crazy. And then we're going to clean up some of our points. And then fix any of the other point issues. Alright, so let's get started. P R R R. This looks like it kind of reminds me a little bit of like the Friday the 13th typeface, or the typeface that people use for Friday the 13th. I don't think typefaces were something that people had in mind when they made Friday the 13th, but that was wild. Alright, so this is all coming together pretty quick. And this typeface is kind of interesting because I said so. And no, it's kind of interesting because the way we're starting with it is we're not really paying any attention to a baseline. We're just going for it. And I think if I actually made this into a typeface, I would need to pay a little bit more attention to the baseline because it could get really bad really quick. But I do have a typeface that I've been working on for a bit that essentially has a shifting baseline. So what you would do is you would go into an Illustrator. Say you had some letters like let's just do QWERTY because why not? And let's pretend that the font that did this was Flexograph because we keep talking about that one and using it. So you would essentially have your word selected. I'm going to outline this one. And it would shift your baselines when you went into your open type. Jesus. Jeepers creepers, what am I doing? So you'd go into your open type palette and then you'd click on like that. And as you can see, QWERTY shifts also because it has stylistic alternates. In case you're ever wondering about stylistic alternates, this is how they work. I think this is actually, yeah, that's stylistic. This one's contextual or discretionary. I always keep my contextual alternates on. Most of my fonts have contextual alternates that would, I think there's a stylistic set there. That'll change the letter next to it if it's the same. So that's how you do that, contextual alternates. Anyway, enough learning for the day. Oh, the point of that was I would essentially program it so that when you turned on your contextual alternates, the baseline would shift. And that's how I would build this font. Blah. What's it called again? Logic. That's the next word we need to make. So, getting back into that. And this might be kind of fun to build anyway, because, whoa, I have a pre-made O? Yeah, lazy. Yeah, it might be pretty fun to build anyway because of the shifting baseline. And it's just weird things like that that are fun to code into fonts. And then you end up, like, I probably won't make as much punctuation, or it might not have as much stuff to it, but that's because it has this whole other level of things that it does instead. But not that I'm trying to make one any less or more. What in the Debo? There we go. So the shifting baseline is kind of cool. And that's, so as I was saying, blah, 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 as I just kind of bounce around, that's how I'd build this font. So the way you're seeing it right now, this is probably how it would look with Contextual Alternates. I keep talking about this like it would be easy, and it's not very easy. But the actual font itself, when you typed it out in Microsoft Word or whatever your design program is, it would look like this. It would just be straight. And then you'd click a button and then the baselines would shift. Or you might have to do it yourself if I didn't program all that. And it seems like, not that it would be hard to program, but it would be hard to program without letters running into letters and people getting hurt. Letters getting hurt. Yeah. Look at that. You just listen to me gibberish for probably way longer than you wanted to. But that's good, because we got today's lettering done. And it looks good. First try. Whoops. First try. Command G. Put it in the center. Prick logic. Bam. I think that looks great. See you tomorrow. Like and subscribe if you like these videos. Don't forget to check out my Instagram page and vote for your favorite prompt or post at the end of the month. The post with the most likes is going to get made into a typeface, which will be available at remedy667.com. Thanks for checking it out, and we'll see you tomorrow, either on Instagram or YouTube or somewhere.